4 ways a narcissist will gaslight you when they are cheating. My name is Jared Mello, the wizard of radical self-respect and the shepherd of black sheep. In today's video, I want to go over 4 common ways a narcissist will gaslight you when they are cheating. And I want to go over these ways because they are pretty common and I want you to be prepared for them if they come up. And this does meet the definition of gaslighting as a process that I went over with Dr. Peter Salerno the other day in my interview with him. And all of these first 3 are going to be before you catch them. You don't have any proof, but you just suspect they are cheating. Your gut is telling you they are cheating. And you should definitely trust your gut in these kinds of situations. But the problem is, when you are in a trauma bond, it becomes more difficult to trust your gut. But the first way they will gaslight you is, they will say you are being insecure or jealous. And the reason why they say this is because they want to flip the script on you to make it seem like there is something wrong with you. Because when they do that, where is the attention? It is not on their behavior and what they are doing. It is now on you and your behavior. Never mind the fact that you are correct. They are trying to gaslight you to avoid accountability, but their goal is to get you on the defensive and backpedaling, and maybe you will begin to jade, justify, argue, defend, or explain. And this is also an example of them using DARVO, deny, accuse, reverse victim, and offender. But these methods are to get the attention off of their problematic behavior and to avoid accountability. And again, when you are in a trauma bond with them, these methods do work better and they become more believable. The second way a narcissist will gaslight you when they are cheating is to focus on your reaction or a small detail of how you said something. And maybe if you're upset or frustrated or angry, they will say something like, "You are just attacking me," or "You're overreacting in this situation." And again, the same as number 1, they are saying this to get the attention off of their behavior and to get the attention on you and your behaviors. And again, these behaviors that you are giving are totally normal under the circumstances, but they don't want you to believe that. They want you to believe that you are overreacting. And when you are in a trauma bond, a lot of people stay in these kinds of situations because they begin to believe they are just overreacting, or maybe I am just losing my temper. But that is not reality. That is just what the narcissist wants you to think, because at the end of the day, they just want to get away with what they want to get away with, and they want to avoid accountability, and they will do whatever it takes and say whatever it takes to be able to do that. When it comes to a narcissist, as Dr. Peter Salerno said, lying is as natural as breathing to them, and you can't forget that when you are interacting with them. The third way a narcissist will gaslight you when they are cheating is they will say you are being controlling. Maybe you want them to check in with you, or maybe you want them to give you some sort of reassurance that they're being faithful. But instead, they will say you are just being controlling. And again, the same with number 1 and number 2. They are saying this to avoid accountability and to flip the script back onto you. Another example of DARVO, deny, accuse, reverse victim, and offender. And they want you backpedaling and maybe explaining yourself or using jade, justify, argue, defend, or explain. And they want the attention on you, not on them. And again, when you are in a trauma bond, this method is also effective. But these first 3 methods here, they are just ways when you don't know for sure, but your gut says so, and you are following your gut, which you should, but they are punishing you. for even inquiring about what's going on. And their goal in doing these first three is to make it so that you are less likely to bring up your gut feelings again in the future. They do not want you to call them out. They do not want you to address their problematic behaviors. They just want to get away with what they want to get away with. And since they are cheating, they want to continue to cheat and get that source of narcissistic supply however they can. And this is a good time to reiterate, everything a narcissist does is about power, control, narcissistic supply, image, and avoiding accountability. And this video is no exception to that rule. And the fourth way a narcissist will gaslight you when they are cheating, and this is when you have actually caught them. You know for sure they are cheating on you. Then they will say one of these things here. They will say, well, you didn't spend enough time and attention on me. Or maybe you didn't sleep with me enough. Or maybe you made me feel inadequate. But whatever they do, they will make sure that their behavior is somehow your fault. And notice what they did not say. They did not take any accountability. They did not say they're sorry. They did not apologize. Even if they did apologize, it wouldn't probably be a genuine apology, because the only way to have a genuine apology is to have honesty, humility, and accountability. And the most important part about accountability is changed behavior and following through on changed behavior. If you don't have that, you don't truly have accountability. But when they say, you didn't sleep with me enough, or you didn't pay enough attention to me, or I felt inadequate, all of those, or you made me feel inadequate is what I should say. But all of those are ways, again, to flip the script, not take any accountability for what they did, blame you for what they did. And it's another example of Darvo: deny, accuse, reverse victim, and offender. And when you're in a trauma bond, you would be surprised how many people truly believe those explanations the narcissist gives. And the trauma bond makes it so that those explanations become more believable, and people believe it. They'll say to themselves, oh yeah, maybe I didn't spend enough time with them. Maybe I didn't pay enough attention to them. Maybe we didn't sleep together enough. And they do really begin to believe it is my fault that my partner cheated. And of course, this is not true. The only person who is accountable for someone cheating is the person who actually cheats. And if someone doesn't want to be in a relationship with someone anymore, the right way to go before cheating is to simply break up with that person. And let's say, for sake of argument, maybe you weren't sleeping together enough. Maybe you didn't spend much time together. Even in that case, you don't cheat. You break up with that person first, and then you do what you would want to do. But you don't cheat and continue to do whatever you can to get whatever it is that you want. And in the narcissist case, it is just narcissistic supply. It makes them feel good temporarily to cheat, and they even get a little bit of duper's delight when they pull the wool over your eyes as well. And that can't be taken for granted either. They like getting away with it. And this is why a lot of narcissists wouldn't even like an open relationship, because it is more enjoyable to them to sneak around and get one over on you. And they like this game. They like this manipulative dance they get to play with you. And they like torturing you a little bit. They like seeing you squirm. And they like seeing you get upset and trying to chase them down and trying to find out what they're up to and what they're doing. It makes them feel powerful. It makes them feel like, wow, this person cares about me. Not that I care that much about that, but it does make me feel powerful, and it does make me feel superior, and I do like that. But if you hear these four things, it is a major red flag Don't don't get involved and stay involved with people who say things like that. It is not good, and they are going to lead you on a wild goose chase. But to reiterate the four things: one, if they say to you you're being insecure or jealous; two, if they focus on your reaction, or they say you are overreacting or attacking them, or they focus on some small trivial detail of how you said something to them; three, they call you controlling for wanting them to check in with you; or number four, once they've been caught, they will somehow blame you for their own actions. If you see any of that, major problem. And say, for example, the person wasn't cheating, what then? Hopefully, in that case, the person would be comfortable enough with you to have a conversation where you can sit down and talk it out, and they will be able to put your fears to rest a little bit because you trust them. And with that trust, you can talk it out and it will be okay. But notice, when it goes instantly into the attacking mode, where they flip the script instantly on you and try to get you on the defensive and backpedaling or explaining yourself to them, not good. And that's a sign that you are in a battle. It is not a relationship where you're on the same team with this person. It is a battle. It is you versus them. They want to get away with what they want to get away with. They want to continue cheating and getting narcissistic supply and getting one over on you. And you are just in the trauma bond at this point, and they like pretty much making you feel miserable. They like sneaking around behind your back and having you try to figure them out. They like that feeling. It makes them feel powerful and superior. But if you got this far, please remember to subscribe to the video here, or subscribe to the channel, like the video if you liked it, comment below if you heard some of these things before by a narcissist who was cheating on you, and share this video with someone else that you think might be able to benefit. And with that, thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.